The park again. Didn't think we'll be here again, but here we are. Hey guys, Angel Gray here. AK Angel Honesty. Yeah, but it's Angel Gray. But yeah, just want to give everyone a quick update, like how things been going. First, more it's like Monday, which because right now today is sorry, I'm checking it today. Yeah, today is the 27th, just Friday. So on the 30th, like pretty much the last day of the month, I'll be starting a new job. And it's actually a real job, not one of those summer jobs, but it's actually gonna be a real job. So because I need the extra money, and plus my parents have been kind of bugging me about getting a real job, especially with the climate and the political situation that's happening. So I was hoping this summer I can do more videos, but it might be limited because of my new responsibilities that are coming up. Also, I know this year I've been trying to grow my YouTube channel a lot, but the problem is that partially because of the algorithm, partially because of I wasn't able to get more videos. I think one of the problems was that in terms of YouTube, I think like one of the reasons my channel kind of grew a bit like last 2 years was partially because of my cruise ship content and Ocean Island. Even though I have made a lot of them since, like I think that's one problem that has tanked because not a lot of people are watching my newer videos. The other ones I like to make, like reviews and Angel Eats and whatnot. And I know another thing is that another issue is trying to just like there are some videos that did probably like one of them is that colorization of that I Love Lucy clip from the 1950s, and others but most of the top, well, part of the top 5 videos are like 3 of my cruise ship videos, and that's about it. And the San Francisco one is number 6 apparently. So yeah. And the problem also with YouTube is that since like February of this year, my channel has been demonetized. I tried appealing it got denied. I tried appealing again in April, May, it got denied. Even when I showed YouTube like proof that I wasn't copying, that I was editing, they refused to. And I even contacted Google, like, what did I do wrong? Like, why my channel was demonetized? Like, what else can I do? But they never gave me a clear answer. So ultimately, after not being able to be able to get my monetization on YouTube back, I just gave up and closed the AdSense account I created when I monetized the channel. So I got the final payment like last month, but it's not much, but it's enough that it's over the withdrawal minimum thing. But will I ever remonetize my YouTube channel? Who knows? Probably not, but maybe in the future if I decide to do something, I'll probably remonetize it, but I don't know about that. Other things to note. Of course, Milwaukee, there's some things. The construction, I know they removed the Deep Thought, and yeah. Also, I know for a fact that with Milwaukee, like ever since the primaries, and the election, things have just gone, because like the thing, I normally don't talk a lot about politics in this channel. I usually do, but essentially, like, it was tough. Like, I thought Kamala was gonna win. Everyone voted Trump, and unfortunately, that pretty much ruined. There were some friendships, some family talk, comments that just pretty much got shattered because most of my family, we voted, me and my parents and most of my side, we voted for Kamala, the Democrats. However, I know some relatives and I know some friends also that voted for Trump, and we cut them off, but it still hurts at times, But yeah. But screw them, they're toxic anyway. Also, speaking of former friends, relatives, I heard like one of them in Miami, his parents, relatives got deported because, and ironically, he cried about it online, but I didn't respond because I already had him blocked. Because if you're gonna vote for the other party, you don't need your support because you betrayed your race, you betrayed your country, so you deal with the consequences. Don't talk to me if you're gonna be. That's why I pretty much told them. So yeah, I'm still rebuilding, but yeah. Also, want to do another thing. I know this year I do want to do some more travels and walkies and probably more blogs, but given my new job is coming up, I'm not sure if it'll be fully possible. But probably when the days I don't have work, I'll probably do. Also, another thing I want to say is that I know this year will be starting September. It will be my last year at college. Technically, no, it will be my 5th year actually. Last year I would have graduated in June, but the problem was first semester, back in my first year, there was some unforeseen things. My shoulder being dislocated, my mom's back injury, and all that. Like, I haven't talked much about that since I can't. But so far as to say, it just put things behind. And Paul was in Mexico at that time, so yeah, that kind of pushed things aside. I did manage to catch up, but it wasn't enough. So this year, 5th year will be my last year at EW, and then by May 2026, I'll be graduating, and I have to get a real job. And the problem though is that, of course, I took up a bit of student loans, but still, I know I'll have to pay those back eventually. Because the thing with student loans, you don't start paying them back until 6 months after you graduated. When you get a job, you can start paying them back early, but after 6 months of graduation, you have to start paying back. Otherwise, the government's going to go after your ass because you don't want to mess with the IRS. That's all I'll say. But yeah, I know also one thing. And speaking of college, I know some of my classmates participated in that design where the plan is to tear down that section of 794 from that interchange between near Marquette up to the Huon Bridge. The plan is to demolish that section and turn it into a boulevard to reconnect the grid, essentially, which I think is a good idea because not a lot of roads use it that way, and plus most people that use it are just trying to head into downtown, so there's no need for a highway since there's not a lot of people that use it to go to the airport. And even if they do need to use the airport, they use the other highways, or want the boulevard, they can actually use the boulevard itself and then enter back into the highway. So yeah. And then other things I wanted to say is that in terms of like gaming, streaming, like I am considering doing more game streaming on Twitch, especially now that I have the PS5 and Series X. But I'm not sure if I'm gonna do because like last time I tried it with some games like GTA, not a lot of people watched it, and I had to give up on that because if no one's gonna watch my content on Twitch, why bother streaming? So I had to. So yeah, but if anyone's interested in the Twitch streams, I'll probably start those back up. If not, I'll try to also upload them to YouTube if you want. Probably use Streamlabs or something so that way both Twitch and YouTubers can see it. Yeah. Now I don't have a Switch 2 yet, but I do plan to get one eventually. Just not now because they're expensive. But yeah. And I know they're gonna upgrade. I'm gonna have to upgrade my devices to Windows 11 soon because October Windows 10 support ends. But most of my devices are compatible. The ones that aren't are just old anyway. But yeah. And one thing I do want to say is that over the like 15 years ish of being on YouTube, something like that, I like to thank all of my subscribers for the time, giving me the chance to be, and for supporting me all the way since I created this channel. Things have changed for sure, but we're still here. We're still standing strong, and yeah. Now that's all I have to say for this video. I just want to give a quick update, you know, my new job, some changes I'm doing, you know, wanting to stream and game more, but yeah. So I hope you all like this video. Comment, like, subscribe, and thanks for all watching. Hope have a great June and have a great rest of the summer. Bye.